I just saw the Double Jump Video Games is actually running a Cyber Monday sale, so we gotta check it out, see what I can pick up. Maybe I can find some good stuff at a deal. We've got 15% off of video games except sealed ones, and then you got 50% off posters and 20% off other categories. First off, we're also gonna pull up price charting because we want to make sure we're getting good deals. Not that I don't think we'll get good deals from Double Jump, but I want to make sure it's worth it for us. So I'm definitely going to have to check it out. Now, if you notice on the channel here, I've been going after GameCube games. And we're going to check that out. That is where I'm going to start here. You can already see some of these are already marked down, but others aren't. So I don't know if it's because they're not in the right condition or whatever, but let's try it. I might be interested in this aggressive inline. We're going to open it up in another tab for $7 if that has the manual, or at least if it at least has the artwork, that might be worth it. Let's see. Okay, so it's just the game only. I don't mind that, but I also would prefer to have at least the case for it. They do have quite a selection. Ooh. Oh, I did just pick this game up. Never mind. I thought I needed Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2. I've picked up both of them recently for the GameCube, which is awesome. It seems like I'm getting more towards the games that... maybe not. I was thinking maybe I was getting towards the games that weren't as interesting, but then a ton of other games showed up. I recently picked this up for $10, so that's not a bad price. I think the one that I picked up was not a very good condition, but I'm thinking I might get the Sands of Time. Let's see how much this is for the GameCube. Okay, it's $10 to $17. They have it for $12. Let's see what the condition is. I'm guessing it's missing the manual, which is okay. Oh, it's complete, but it is poor. That's a $5 discount. I'll add that to the cart. That's probably going to be a game I pick up. Why not? I mean, $5 discount for a game that's $17 to me is a pretty good deal. Can I check? I looked at GameCube, Virtual Boy games, Game Boy games. Let's see if I could check multiples here. Game Boy Color. I'm just going to kind of throw in a bunch here. DS. I don't want to do 3DS because I feel like it'll bog it down. Ooh. I don't think I've ever played this game. I don't think I knew that this was on the Game Boy Color. That's kind of awesome. I might pick it up. What do they have it for? $11. It's normally $13. Let's add that. I'm gonna grab that one. I mean, it's a $2 cheaper. Not too bad. Why is this? Oh, I bet one of these Amazing Spider-Mans is complete, maybe? Yeah, it's complete. Let's check that out. Amazing Spider-Man. It's $10 loose and $83 complete. $63 complete here, but it is in poor condition. They have it for $10 marked down to $8.50, which is not a bad deal either. We might end up buying a bunch of Game Boy games. Combat Basketball. I don't know what that is, but it looks ridiculous. Look at... For $4, I feel like I have to get this. Combat Basketball just sounds ridiculous. It's worth $5. Let's add it. Why not? Let's do it. I'm probably gonna regret that, but we're doing it. I don't think I have this Wayne Gretzky game. And you know I love hockey games, so we're gonna actually pick that up. Oh. It's in poor condition, but it's more than half off. Definitely gonna pick that up. I think I'm gonna look for one or two more games and then order from them. So what we're gonna do now is wait a few days, and then when it comes in, we'll gather everything up and talk about it and unbox it.
Several days later.
It's been a few days and we finally got the package in, but it kind of is smaller than I anticipated, but I'm not gonna worry about that yet. I spent $90 on this originally. However, they did send me a $10 refund, so I only spent $80 on all these video games. So let's go ahead and see if this Cyber Monday deal was worth it or not. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open here, and then I will show you exactly what is in it, because I feel like you should see it before I do. So let's go ahead and pop it open like that. And then right off the bat here, there is a ton of packing materials. So I'm just going to lift the packing materials off, and we'll see if everything is in great condition or whatever condition Oh, okay. So right off the bat, check this out. Check this out. If I can get it out of there. Everything was Ooh, I'm already seeing some stuff. Everything was stuck together like this, wrapped in bubble wrap. So honestly, I'm pretty happy so far. I've bought from Double Jump before, and they do a great job of keeping the games and everything nicely shipped. So it looks like we've got some personal information on this, so I'm not going to show it, but it does talk about everything that's included. And Cooper even actually boxed this together, which is cool. Ooh, starting off, we've got Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This is a Game Boy Color game that requires a battery. I've never played this, and I'm definitely excited to. Normally, it was $12.99. However, it ended up being $11.04. So I basically saved $2 on this. And I love this game for the Nintendo 64. So I can't wait to play this. And there's a Rumble Pack feature in this. It's going to be insane. Then we've got The Amazing Spider-Man. I think this is one that was in poor condition. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Yeah, this was in poor condition. Originally, it was $10, and I ended up paying $8.50, which is a pretty decent, much cheaper. It does seem to have a little label damage. Not really even damage, it's just kind of peeling. And the cart's a little discolored, but this was marked as poor, so I'm definitely not complaining there. And then right off the bat here, I am hit with 2 Super Nintendo games here. I did not spend much money on these. These were marked at $4.99, and they ended up being $4.25 afterwards, which is just totally funny. And the first one that I found was Bill Laimbeer's Combat Basketball. I don't know who that is, but it looked ridiculous, so I ended up grabbing it. And all their games that are loose usually come in sleeves like this, which is totally awesome. So I'm just going to pull that right out there. And as you can see, there's label damage on the front label and the back label, and there's some weird stuff on the side of the cart, which is fine. As long as this game works, I don't really care. The label isn't that crazy to me, so that's pretty cool for $4.25. And then a game I surprisingly don't already have is Wayne Gretzky in the NHL PA All-Stars. This is a game that I'm gonna have to hook up my Super Nintendo to and get to playing. This one was also poor, but looking at it, there's like a little bit of damage on the top of the label and the side, but this is not what I would consider poor at all, which is totally awesome. They really did a good job with that. And then I see a game for the Xbox that just looks absolutely ridiculous, and this was complete for $8 originally. They had it for $6.80, and that is Ants Extreme Racing. I saw this game and I thought, I've got to pick this up. I loved the Ants movie back when I was a kid, and this game just looks like it's going to be ridiculous. So I'm definitely happy about that. There's no manual, which is no big deal. I'm okay with that. It said in the listing that it didn't have a label, so that's perfectly fine there. And I ended up spending less than $7 for this, for the case and the game. Definitely well worth it there. But then that moves us to kind of the higher end games here. We've got Prince of Persia, Sand of Time. I do not have this for the collection, and it is complete, which is totally awesome. It was priced at $15, and I believe it was only $12.74, so I saved basically $2.25, so that's a pretty good deal for this complete. I'm very happy about that. And then last but not least is A Dinosaur's Tale for the Sega Genesis. This is in a really, really good condition. It doesn't have the manual, but they said that in the listing, so that's perfectly cool there. But this was originally $24.99, and it ended up being $21, which is a really good price. These games are all in relatively nice condition. They're cleaned. Now, I know some of them have like label damage or cart damage, but I'm not too worried about that. The games will still play, and so that's definitely worth it. But I'm definitely excited to play some of these games more than others. However, I feel like I got a bunch of awesome games for only $80. I feel like this was definitely well worth it. I'm definitely going to probably buy from Double Jump Video Games in the future. If you haven't checked out their channel, you definitely should. It's awesome, but these were a bunch of Cyber Monday deals that were actually worth it. Now, I know this video is coming out a little late, but that's just because of shipping, and I kind of bought it on the last day that they were doing their deal, so it is what it is, but definitely some good deals. So if you've got any mom and pop shops that are video game stores in your area, always check them out for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, because you can find some really good deals here. But I've got to go and test these out and play them, so check out that video out right there. But I think probably the Star Wars game and the Ants racing game are probably the two I'm most excited to play, but I definitely think this was a solid deal for $80. I cannot complain, especially with shipping included. Definitely check them out if you haven't already, but I'm getting out of here, so check out that video out if you haven't already.